Welcome back to the Utah Jazz MyLeague here in NBA 2K16. This is episode 12, and in today's episode, we are right before the All-Star break, and we'll be taking on the San Antonio Spurs in San Antone. But before we do that, we have a few things to go over. First things first, the Jazz are currently sitting at 21-31, which is, well, not very good at all. They are currently 5th place, which is last in the Northwest Division, and then 14th place in the Western Conference, which is not last. It is second to last, as the worst team in the Western Conference is the Dallas Mavericks. Some of the players' stats on this team is Rudy Gobert is second in the entire NBA in rebounds, still only behind DeAndre Jordan, just like he's been for pretty much the entire season, as he has 15 rebounds per game. And then as the points leaders goes for our team, Gordon Hayward has 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Alec Burks has 12 points per game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And Furkan Korkmaz 11 points per game with 3 rebounds per game. As I'm sure you see on this screen, you'll see that Derek Favors has a little injury thing next to his name. Now, I recorded these episodes a while ago, like weeks ago. Like, I'm pretty much I am a full season ahead in actual recordings, so these happened a while ago, but I do remember that Derek Favors got hurt simming up to this episode, and he's going to be out for, I forget if I played him at the end, but I know he's out for pretty much the entire season. He broke his leg again in Season 1. I think it was like a lower leg stress fracture or something. And in this year, it was something else. It was like I think it was just a straight-on fractured leg or something like that. He basically broke his leg again, like some variation of a broken leg. And if he does come back, which I don't remember if I played him at the end of the season, it'll be with like the last episode of the season or like the second to last episode. I'm not sure. I don't think he played the rest of the season though. I'm pretty sure he was out for the whole year. So Derek Favors is no longer the starting power forward. That job is now for Trey Lyles. And before we hop into the game, let's go over who made the All-Star game for each league. On the Eastern side of things, they have Kyrie Irving, John Wall, LeBron James, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Isaiah Thomas, Jimmy Butler, Nicholas Batum, Thaddeus Young, Jahlil Okafor, Kemba Walker, Derrick Rose, and Kevin Love. Flip things over to the Western Conference, and their players are Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Blake Griffin, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Rudy Gay, Mark Gasol, Eric Bledsoe, and Brandon Knight, both in the Phoenix Suns, who are the Western Conference leading team right now, and then Boogie DeMarcus Cousins. When the sun comes up in a sleepy little town down around San Antonio, and we are in San Antonio, home of the San Antonio Spurs. As our Jazz play them, there you see the Dancing Coyote. As the starting 5 for each team, the Jazz is Exum, Burks, Hayward, Lyles, and Gobert. Spurs is Tony Parker, Eric Gordon, one of the new pickups. Eric Gordon, and then it's Kyle Anderson, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Zaza Pachulia. You'll notice that Kawhi is not starting. I'm not sure what he's out with, but I know he's out with an injury. As you see, Tony Parker knocks down the first bucket of the game for the Spurs with a triple, and then the Jazz followed it right back up with a triple of their own from Gordon Hayward. So it's 3-3 score here. As let's get some mid-range action. He makes that mid-range shot. It's a 2-point lead for them, 5-3. But then the Jazz come right back. Rudy Gobert dunks over Tony Parker, makes it 5-5. Later on, it's 7-7 as Dante Exum drives. Nice bounce pass to him as Gobert posterizes Tony Parker for the second time of the game already. Now the Spurs with the ball here as Exum swipes Tony Parker. He goes back to the rim and lays it in. Exum with a fast break steal. Layup. 13-9 is the score now as Exum finds Lyles, who kicks out to Gobert, who kicks at the Hayward, who knocks down the triple. And it's now a 16-9 lead. 16-11 here as Korkmaz finds Lyles, who finds Hayward, knocks down yet another triple on the day. He was on fire in the first quarter as Patty Mills knocks down a triple there for the Spurs. Makes it 19-14. 2-point lead now later on as Furkan Korkmaz dunks on the entire city of San Antonio right there. 21-16. As here's Lyles finds Trey Burke. Shoots the 3, misses, rebound goes to Hayward. He kicks it out to Biyombo, who finds Korkmaz. As he comes in, gets the little layup to go down. 23-16 is the score now. 23-21 as Korkmaz decides he wants to go up by more at half. and he knocks down a triple. 26-21 is your score at the end of one quarter. Jazz in the lead over the Spurs. They had a very nice shooting and driving first quarter there as we pick things up in the second. 8:50 left as Burks knocks down a triple, and the Jazz extend their lead. 5 points there. 32-29 now as Exum drives, gives it down low to Marcus Lee, the rookie out of Kentucky, gets the bucket to go down. 34-29. Same score here as Tony Parker finds Bargnani, misses, rebound goes to Gobert. Give it up to Gerald Green, who's the one-man fast break, gets the layup to go down. 36-29 is the score. Same score here as Gordon finds Bargnani. This time he makes the jumper. A long three for Bargnani, one of the Spurs' off-season acquisitions, as Bargnani finds Gordon that time, and they tie it up at 36. So now a 2-point lead here as the Spurs drive. Tony Parker gets the nice little layup to roll and fall, and it's back to being tied up at 38 now. As Tony Parker drives here again, blocked by Biyombo, picked up by Exum. He goes in transition. He's going to oop it to Taurean Prince, who's getting some minutes in this game. Slams that down. The oop to the San Antonio guy playing in his hometown. He went to high school. I forget what high school it is. I just know that he went to high school in San Antonio. So 40-40 here. Another oop to Prince. 2 oops in front of his hometown fans as Taurean Prince gets another oop there. It's tied at 44 here as the rebound from the Spurs shot goes to the Jazz. Here's Gordon Hayward, who's going to go in transition, slam it down, hang on the rim for some style points. 2-point lead now, 46-44. As Patty Mills drives, finds DL in the corner, who knocks down the fadeaway 3, and the Spurs are in the lead now. 49-48 later on as Patty Mills drives, kicks out to Aldridge for the long 2. He knocks that one down. 51-48 now. And at the end of one half of play, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs leading the Utah Jazz by a score of 53-48. 11 turnovers for the Jazz, as usual with my play, because I just cannot not turn the ball over. So 53-48 here in the second half as Trey Lyles cocks back, slams Tomahawk. 53-50 now. 56-53, 3-point lead for the Spurs as Eric Gordon gets blocked. Exum goes in transition up to Burks. Oops it to Hayward. He cocks it back behind his head, slams it down. 1-point game now. 56-55 as Aldridge in the paint gets the bucket to go, makes it a 3-point lead for the Spurs. Same score later on as Exum oops it to Alec Burks, but he just can't get it. Oop it off the rim. No points for them there. 59-55 here. Alec Burks makes the mid-range. Makes it a closer game, 61-57 now, as Marcus Lee gets himself some more points in this game. He's got another bucket there. 61-59 now, as Burks finds Green down low, and it's tied up at 61. So Spurs in the lead by 1. Once again here is Boris Diaw. Passes down low, it's picked up by Burke, who's going to oop it all the way across court, or from half court, as he finds Korkmaz, who slams that one down. Or was that Gerald Green? I think it was Gerald Green. And then once again, Gerald Green posterizes the entire city of San Antonio with that one right there. 68-65 now, Jazz back in the lead. Trey Burke, or that was Korkmaz, correction, for 3. Oh, was it Trey? No, it was Trey Burke. Trey Burke for 3, and now at the end of 3, yeah, really it's a 73-70 Jazz? I can't tell because 2K has the update required on the stream, which is just dumb. I don't understand why they do that. Obviously, I can see update required. Obviously, I'm in a game. You don't need to keep telling me for the entire game. It should be an option to be like, hey, I see this. Get rid of the notification so I can see my screen. As the Jazz here are in a 1-point lead. They're in a 1-point lead as Tony Parker makes a fadeaway over 3 people. And then Aldridge makes that with Gobert in his face. And the Spurs just start taking this lead here. Korkmaz drives. He can't make that, but then the rebound goes to the smallest guy in the court, Patty Mills. He goes in transition, and then Gordon makes that? I don't understand this game at all. They just decide when they turn it on. They click, and they're like, hey, we're just going to score this. We don't care what you do about it. You could have Gobert basically put your hand in the guy's face, and you can have Gobert, like, literally block the ball, and nothing will happen. It's just, it's dumb. Anyway, so here's Alec Burks in transition. He gets the contact foul there as he goes to the line, ties it up with the free throws, and then here Hayward steps in, long 2, he knocks it down, and the Jazz are in the lead 90-88. 2-point lead still as the Spurs skip ahead here to 44 seconds left. Tony Parker just dribbles through everyone, like I said, just turns on the fucking whatever the hell it is, and makes that. So 93-93 here, as Exum, as this thing is on the screen once again. We got update required, and we get the point emphasis that won't go away. Tony Parker finds Aldridge down low. He's got Lyles in his face, still makes the spin around mid-range thing. So 2-point lead here. Point of emphasis finally goes away. Inbound to Burke, over to Hayward. He tries the 3 for the win, and we lose. Misses the 3, and Hayward can't get it to go down, so the Jazz lose to the San Antonio Spurs in San Antonio by a score of 95-93, which is just dumb because there's so much stuff that went wrong in that game. I was just getting annoyed at the end because the thing was on my screen. It's just, this game frustrates me, dude. The Spurs were led by Tony Parker at 24 points and 2 assists, was 10 for 22 on the day. LaMarcus Aldridge, 20 points, 9 rebounds. He was player of the game, the Jordan player of the game, 9 for 19 from the field. Patty Mills had double digits as well with 13 points, 9 assists. As far as the Jazz go, they were led by Gordon Hayward, who had 20 points and 6 rebounds with 2 steals. He was 8 for 11, 4 for 5 from 3. Korkmaz was 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 7 for 13, 1 for 3 from 3. Alec Burks had double digits with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and Rudy Gobert had himself a double-double with 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He was 6 for 6 on the day, and then Alec Burks was terrible at shooting on the day. He was 3 for 9. So with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Utah Jazz Basketball. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
She had excuses and she chose to use them. She was a victim of unspeakable abuses.